What up? This is Ace the OG. So, back with another episode. Thanks again to subscribing to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate the support. If anybody has been rocking with me since I made this channel, you notice that I actually made a name change. Right, so the channel you're watching right now is Finding Fitness and Folk, where at least it used to be named that. But over this past weekend, I've reached 2,000 subscribers, and I've been thinking about this for a while. And the way my channel has progressed over the last 2 years, I think that having the title that I had before was not giving the channel any justice, and I've gone over a lot of topics that does not hit those 3 points. So just it makes sense for me to just change it and for me to go a different route when it comes to the channel itself. I changed my profile as well. So we'll see how things go, but I'm definitely not going to go back to that particular title because it just, like I said, it doesn't fit the channel anymore. But anyways, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. You love it, you better yourselves. So let's get into it. So the topic today is Kamala Harris has black voters looking like fools, right? So let me go over a couple of reasons why I say that, because I've talked about this topic a couple of times before, and it's definitely a topic that I think that is definitely worth talking about, because we got an election coming up, and just a lot of moving parts going on right now when it comes to, we have less than 100 days left before things starts to settle when it comes to this. And recently I saw that there was I guess a concert that happened maybe less than a week ago, and Kamala had Meg the Stallion, who, if nobody knows who she is a female rapper, and she performed, I want to say, 2 songs at this particular rally. She also coined the phrase "hotties for Harris." Meg the Stallion did, and I kind of already assumed she was going to get some kind of backlash when it came to this. Meg the Stallion got some backlash, and I'm not exactly sure if Kamala has received any backlash. I'm pretty sure she has. I just haven't seen any articles or any newscasts that actually have said anything about this. But here's the thing when it comes to this, and I'm not saying that former President Trump has not had any rallies that were controversial. He's had a lot of rallies that have been controversial, right? But my thing is with this Kamala Harris thing, when it comes to this particular rally that she had, and she had Meg the Stallion performing at it. Me personally, I think it gives a bad impression when it comes to how her campaign should be going. I'm not a political person, so I couldn't say whether she's right or wrong when it comes to that, right? I have no dog in the fight when it comes to an opinion that's going to make any difference, whether it's how she runs her campaign or not. But the reason why I say that Kamala Harris has black voters looking like fools is because I think a lot of black voters are voting blindly. I said this before in a previous video. A lot of black folks don't care about her political views. They don't care about her. They don't care that she's a Democrat or Republican. I think if she was even a Republican, I think a lot of black folks would still vote for her just because she's a black female. And it just doesn't pass a common sense test. It really doesn't. You know, we can get on into these different scenarios where a lot of folks say, well, my vote doesn't count anyway because the government already picks the president but beforehand. So like basically voting is just a formality. I mean, who knows? We don't know that, right? We don't know for sure. But you know, to say that that what she did at this particular rally gave her more leverage when it comes to having the black vote. Quite honestly, I think it did give her some leverage, and it's sad because I said this in a previous video. I actually named this video that I'm speaking of is black folks are here for the BS. And what's happening is that black folks want to be entertained more than they want to be educated. I'm gonna say that again. Black folks want to be entertained more than they want to be educated. And what I mean by that is that a lot of black folks, like I said, are not they're not doing a deep dive as far as like what Kamala Harris stands for. They're just voting blindly because she's a black female, and like it doesn't matter what her political views are. It doesn't matter what she thinks. It doesn't matter what she do. We just want a black female in the White House. That's stupid, y'all. I mean, it just is. Now, I'm not saying that the other candidate that's out there, you know, former President Trump, is any better. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I could. My political views are not important when it comes to this topic. All I'm saying is that, you know, you have to make a decision for like which one you feel like is going to be the better option. And what I will say is that, you know, even though there's been a lot of controversy when it comes to former President Trump, there was I think it was some type of it wasn't a rally. What was it? It was a symposium, I believe, or something where I saw it on video where President Trump recently has sat down and talked with these three females. There were three black females. I want to say they were educators, I believe. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But from what I recall, Kamala Harris supposed to have been there, and she never showed up. It's supposed to have been a situation where both of them were being asked questions from these three black females, and only President Trump showed up. Now, quite honestly, I saw some snippets of this particular interaction that he had with these women, and they straight attacked him. Like, they went for the jugular, like off rip, like just asking the hard questions. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing that, because as a former president, and as a potential president of the United States pretty soon here, you have to be able to answer the hard questions. You have to be able to take the heat when it comes to folks criticizing you. So I totally get that aspect. But I'm telling you right now, it shows some intestinal fortitude for him to go into that environment knowing that he was going to be grilled off rip. And what was the reason why Kamala didn't show up? Why was she not present? Doesn't make any sense to me. There were three, from what I could tell, highly educated black women that was running this particular symposium. I think it's a symposium. So the reason why she didn't show up, I have no reason. I have no clue. But I think it's bad press on her part by not showing up, because that could have been one of the stages she could have taken to show like how much of a better candidate she is for president versus Donald Trump. But you know, like I said, this Meg the Stallion thing, when she performed at her rally, and I mean, I didn't see the video, but I'm telling you, if Meg the Stallion twerked while she was rapping and while she's at this rally, like it's foolishness. It really is. That's what old black folks used to say when it came to, like, you know, things that, you know, this out of this world when it comes to black folks. They call this stuff foolishness, and that's what it sounds like. What happened at this rally? I mean, I'm all about having fun. I'm all about, you know, enjoying myself. But I mean, at a rally, I don't think that was a very appropriate thing to do. Or at least when it comes to you actually trying to put your best foot forward and having all races, right? Not just black folks, ethnic groups. I'm sorry, not races, ethnic groups. All ethnic groups to include the genders, male and female, right? And being able to get the votes from all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the demographics when it comes to voting, meaning that, you know, some candidates would try to target one ethnic group and one gender more than the other. But I think with Kamala Harris, I think she needed to hit on like all of them. This is my personal opinion. I think she needed to like really have her campaign catered to like, hey, I want to encompass everybody. I want everybody to understand that I'm the better candidate. I want black folks to understand I'm the better candidate, white folks, Indian folks, Asian folks, transgender people, male and female, all of that. And I really believe that this particular rally she did with Meg the Stallion being there, nothing against Meg the Stallion. You know, I have no issue with her at all. I'm just saying that I think it was a very inappropriate thing to happen for that to happen at her rally, at that performance, and it has black folks looking like fools to think that we're gonna vote for somebody that had a performance like that at a rally where we're supposed to be talking about political issues. America is messed up right now. The economy is in the tank. You know, there's war going on in other countries right now where we might get roped up into. And, you know, there's some serious issues going on right now in the world, just as a whole. And for you to have a performance like that at your rally is not a good look at all. It just isn't. I don't care what anybody says, you know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't a good look. And I really believe that, you know, that performance really had black folks looking like fools. I think it really did. And I know my vote is swaying a little bit more to another side versus a Democrat. I don't think it was going to be Democrat, to be honest with you, anyway, because of a lot of the things that the Democrats believe in and stand for. But I think what happened when it came to that rally kind of solidified where I'm going at. So I don't know, you know. Please comment and give me your opinion on what happened. But I don't think it's a good look at all. And I believe that this kind of may have damaged her campaign to a certain degree with certain ethnic groups. But with black folks, I think that y'all ate it up. I think that y'all really was on it and like, you know what, hey, we're gonna party. We're just gonna do this thing. Sounds like foolishness to me, but y'all give me your opinion on it. All right. So if you want me to discuss a topic or a subject you think is beneficial to the channel, email me at finditfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. I'm Ace OG, signing out. I'm gone.